The best part about fouling, right, is that it works. So the best thing you can do is like keep your head in your game, and I'll do everything I can to manage it.
All that training for that?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Gonna be okay, mate.
What is he doing?
The left one was really deep.
Both up.
The left one was really
Both
deep.
up.
Yeah, sorry,
you got
but
one
the-
twice
Mate, go
before
toss.
it.
Yeah,
Go toss,
Twice
bro.
before it, you got one for it.
Mike Bisping, he lost his eye. It's just a horrendous thing to think as a parent, really. And I know what it's like these days with people saying what they want, but if it's just your son, and they could lose an eye and their health, and they've got children to look after, you know, something needs doing about it. Yeah, it's horrendous for me to look.
Tom Aspinall has finally released unseen backstage footage following the shocking conclusion of his fight with Ciryl Gane at UFC 321, and the frustration is written all over his face. Just moments after the accidental eye poke that ended the bout in a no contest, Tom's emotions were raw and real. You can feel the disbelief, the anger, and the heartbreak of a man who trained for months only to have it all end in seconds.
They've done that on the UFC broadcast, by the way, and humiliated Ciryl Gane for what he was fucking doing. That doesn't happen by accident. And you can hear Aspinall's team, what the fuck is this? A double poke? I just think Ciryl Gane's a dirty fucking cheat. I'm disgusted in that, like. I'm fucking disgusted. Because you can fucking take someone's eyesight for life doing that shit. All because the pressure's getting you and you're feeling the hate. What the fuck are you doing in there then? There should be a fine and a suspension for that level of shit, in my opinion. Because if you're going to fight like that, you're going to fucking blind people. But let's take a look at what Dana White had to say.
Guys, I just got fucking poked knuckle deep in the eyeball. What the why are you booing? What am I supposed to do about it? I didn't do the fucking poke. I can't see.
Tom, they should not be booing. I agree with you. You waited a long time for this moment. Talk to the disappointment of this being how it ends.
This is bullshit. The fight was just getting going.
Tom Aspinall versus Ciryl Gane just took place in the main event of UFC 321, or did it really? Ciryl Gane eye pokes Tom Aspinall at the end of round one. We had a very competitive round of fighting that I thought Ciryl Gane was slightly getting the edge of, but Tom Aspinall was starting to find his timing on Ciryl. Landed a good right hand before the end, but Cyryl's jab was popping. Cyryl's jab was popping in that fight. Tom Aspinall had a bit of a nosebleed. And then Ciryl Gane lands his signature move. No, not the back of the head shots that he lands in every single fight he has ever. Not the back of the head shots that he lands in every single fight ever, nearly in every single finishing sequence he's ever had ever in his entire career, bar the heel hook.
It wasn't just the result that stung, and it was how it all unfolded. In the backstage footage, Tom can be seen pacing in frustration, his voice filled with disbelief as he tells his corner that Gane had already been warned multiple times by the referee to keep his fingers closed. The moment captures pure emotion, not just anger, but the pain of a fighter who knows the biggest night of his career slipped away because of something completely out of his control.
Twice
Mate, go
before
toss.
it.
Yeah, go toss,
Twice
bro.
before it, you got one for it.
Up right now because of what I just saw happen in a heavyweight title fight. The fight ended in a no contest between Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane due to an accidental eye poke. This is only the second UFC title fight in the 30-something year history of the company to end in a no contest. I mean, the arena was on fire. The stage was set for something magical to happen. You had two guys that were primed and ready to go and fight for the most prestigious prize in all of fighting. As Miles tries to strike back there and break stuff down, Liverpool got beat again today, so it's like becoming the norm. Every post-fight reaction, Liverpool's getting beat. But the stage was set for something amazing to happen. And we got what was one of the most anticlimactic finishes I've ever been a part of, but what we got up to that point was amazing. What we got to that point was very telling. What we got to that point was we got the opportunity to watch the two best heavyweights in the world fight for the championship in the UFC, right? John Jones isn't here. Francis Ngannou isn't here. The guys that we had in there right now are the two best in the world.
I'm mad, and I don't know who I'm mad at. I'm either mad at Ciryl or I'm mad at Tom. Something about this, though, was very off. Look, the fight, they were kind of getting to know each other. They were kind of feeling each other out. Tom did everything right, by the way. He came out there, he threw the big bombs, but Ciryl was slipping.
What he does when when his first plan of action doesn't work, what's he checked down to? Is he gonna wrestle? Can he compete with Ciryl Gane on his feet for 25 minutes? And I don't get any of those answers, and just like everybody at home, I'm disappointed.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common.
And yet, it happened again. This time, it ended everything. You can hear the disbelief in Tom's voice as he says, he kept doing it. He was warned twice. It's ridiculous. The frustration isn't just about the foul. It's about a dream slipping away after more than a year of waiting. In the corner, the heartbreak is written all over his face. Soon after, his father, Andy Aspinall, stepped forward to defend his son against the growing wave of online criticism, reminding everyone that this wasn't weakness. It was an accident that changed everything.
And I know what it's like these days with people saying what they want, but if it's just your son and they could lose an eye and their health and they've got children to look after, you know, something needs doing about it. Yeah, it's horrendous for me.
Apparently Tom's saying that he can't see. That's not a good look, pardon the pun. That's it. The fight's been called off. Everyone's pissed off, the crowd's booing, obviously that's a terrible shame. Oh man, what an anticlimax. Hey guys, how we doing? I gotta get to work. Okay, now.
Big, live reaction.
Oh man. It was a really entertaining fight, really entertaining round. Hey buddy, how you doing? What's up, buddy? I gotta get to work. I'm doing something as well. I don't know what to say. Jesus Christ. All right, so obviously the main event ended in a fashion that nobody wants to see. It was a tremendous fight. Ciryl Gane and Tom Aspinall were going toe-to-toe, and it was shaping up to be a tremendous title fight. It really was. And we were going to see Tom Aspinall taken out of the first round. You know, a lot of people online are talking a lot of saying that he quit. The reality is, Ciryl was looking good. He damaged Tom, he busted the nose up early. They both landed some shots. Tom landed a really good low kick. Ciryl was looking smooth.
Andy spoke with raw honesty, firing back at those calling Tom a quitter. He said people making those comments have no idea what it means to step inside that cage. If that was your own son, he said, you'd never want him to keep fighting blind. This isn't a game, it's a fight, where one wrong moment can change a life forever. His words carried both anger and truth, echoing the pain of a father watching his son's dream slip away. Tom's frustration wasn't for show. It was the reaction of a man who gave everything and had it taken away by something beyond his control.
The way everybody feels. Great showing, shitty ending, you know? I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Ciryl Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Yeah, what did you think about the fight on its way to the eye poke? What did you take from those 4 minutes?
Good. Looked like we were in for a few rounds and it was going to be a good fight.
It would seem obvious that a rematch is right on the cards. Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah. Total pain in the ass, but yes.
It was deep. Ciryl Gane was looking so good in that first round. Tom Aspinall's nose was bleeding. Ciryl was landing with that jab. I got a heavyweight. You go in there, and a lot of the times a heavyweight, you see guys not really engage too much because it takes one punch, especially from two big punches like that. And Tom was kind of pushing, like coming forward. Ciryl was landing beautiful jabs, circling around. He won that round. Both those guys, for being heavyweight, can move so well on their feet. God, that was going to be such a sweet fight. And I thought Tom was going to go out there and kind of run through Ciryl. That was going to be a very interesting fight. I mean, I guess running it back makes sense. Post-fight reaction from Tom Aspinall. What the fuck you booing? I'm the one that got poked in the fucking eye. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm not the one that fucking poked him. I get it, you're frustrated. I don't think the fans weren't booing at Tom for not continuing. I don't think the fans...
Tom Aspinall got poked in the eye on both sides, and unfortunately people booed him. But Ciryl Gane to that point was fighting a great first round.
Granted, Tom was getting his in too, but it was a good first round. It was competitive, and it looked like we were watching the two best heavyweights in the world. I want to see them fight again as early as December, if we can. I know that November's done. Look at this. He got his fingers in both. And guys,
hey, look at that,
look at the left eye.
Tom Aspinall trained harder than ever for this night. Every hour, every round, every sacrifice was meant to lead to this moment. But instead of victory, or even a fair fight, he's been left to face online backlash and endless controversy. The backstage footage makes it crystal clear. Tom didn't quit. He was genuinely hurt. The pain, the anger, the disbelief, and it's all written on his face. And now, as the noise continues to grow, one thing is certain. When the rematch finally happens, there will be no excuses, no doubts, and no room for accidents.